After an exciting first match of the fourth season we are having here for QuizMania, here we are with the second match with the second group of the season now. So we are having the QuizMania Spartans and the QuizMania Rising Stars here for the first Group B match we are having for this season, and I'm Pranav, back again as your host. So for the first game, as we had for between the Hurricanes and the Super Giants, it was just a 4,000 point loss for the Hurricanes. It was such a tight game, and it was all fun to be hosting that game, except for the delays we were having during the quiz. But now I hope it's an even more interesting match as we are having the two teams over here: the Spartans, who ended up third the previous season, and the Rising Stars, who ended up fourth. And both of them would be having to looking a better season from the previous. So why wait? We'll just go and inquire the participants now. So we'll start off with the Rising Stars first. Abhinav, so you're back again from season one. So how do you feel on attending another season of QuizMania?
That's so exciting and interesting.
And also, like you were the youngest participant in season one. And how did it feel for you to be called up now?
It is, what do we say? Like, it is so like
All right.
good to invite me, and I'm so interested.
All right. So that was good words, Abhinav. Thank you. And I wish you all the best for you and the Rising Stars. Next Rising Stars member, Tanvi. So what do you feel on attending this quiz?
It feels a little pretty interesting, and it's fun to be part of this.
So what do you feel about the quiz? Like, is it like you think it's a lot of a geeky stuff, or is it going to be fun? What do you think? Like, I'm asking this as a feedback.
I feel it's gonna be pretty fun.
All right. So I hope that it is that way. So I wish all the best for you as well and the Rising Stars once again. And we now head off for the Spartans. Neil, so what do you feel?
This is a new experience for me. Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, it's a new experience for everyone, even for me. Like, all the time I keep blabbering words without knowing what to speak. I have to be frank in every match, but still, I somehow pull this off. So, yeah, so it's a new experience for everyone. And also, like, even if I've hosted 4 seasons so far, it is a new experience for me as well. Yeah, of course it is. And also, what do you think on your team? Like, it's a completely new group, and also you're having two teams who did not perform well. Like, struggled a lot last season. It was not that hard for them. I mean, like, not that easy for them getting wins, but you ended up with the third position. Like, actually, you weren't there, but your team did. But now it's a completely new team. And what do you feel now? Having a partner with you, and also, yeah.
Like last time when we didn't perform that well, the whole team was like none of the players who were then are there now. So we'll be better this time.
Yeah, I hope that it is because third place that was where you guys ended up last season. It was just a very very narrow loss that you guys missed out the chance of entering the finals. But I hope you have a better run this time because actually you are the favorites from I feel from your group for qualifying for the semi-final because the Rising Stars and the Titans have had a nightmare season last season, and hopefully, yeah, I think you will be advancing with the team you're having. So I wish you all the best as well. So without any further ado, we'll just head off. So the first round is Save Your Balance. So Save Your Balance is nothing but it's an exact opposite of the round one we had in the previous game, the previous season. So in the previous season, the first round was named as first salary. So there you had zero. Like you started off with zero, and then with every correct answer, you build up points. So there you have to build your points. But here, what we are doing is we are giving you 50,000 points. For each team, it's 50k points in the first. So every wrong answer you tell, I'll be deducting 4,000 points. So for every wrong answer on the whole you give, I'll be giving 40,000 into 1, 2, 3, so on for the number of wrong answers you guys give. And at the end of the round, after the points you guys have lost, so that is what you're going to play with. Like, suppose if you're telling 10 wrong answers, 4,000 to 10, 40k points is what you lose. And you end up with just 10k after this round. So 10k is what you guys get to play the rest of the match with. And for correct answers, you will be saving whatever you have, which means you won't get points, but you'll be saving whatever is there. So that is what a save your balance. And one more important rule is from one team, only one person is supposed to answer. Okay, and only one, 1 minute max for each question. We introduced this rule in between so that we don't have the delays like what the Super Giants did for the first game. So are we ready, both the teams? I hope the rules are clear.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the first set of 15 questions would be played by the Spartans. The first question for you Spartans, what does the abbreviation HTTP stand for? It's a pretty simple question, very, very simple question. Neil, Ryan, any one of you. Remember, only 1 minute max for a question. $30 has run off. Now 15 seconds. All right, your time's done. So you guys have an answer. Oh yes, Ryan answered it. So Neil, can you just answer it for me in word?
He said hypertext transfer
Yes, that's
protocol.
the correct answer. So you save your points here. You don't lose the 4,000. And next, the second question: who is the father of geometry? If this round is, it feels boring because there's a lot of GK questions here, but this is the only round where everything is GK. The rest of the rounds, there's a less of GK, and then there's a lot of team planning. So who is the father of geometry? $30 has run off. I've got 10 seconds more. And your time's out. So what's the answers, Spartans, for the second one? If you don't know the answer, you can just pass on and move on because I won't be giving negative points for a pass. It's only for the wrong answers I'll be taking away points from you. So what do you want to do, pass or answer?
We'll pass.
All right. So you guys have passed this question. The correct answer was Euclid. So he's a Greek person, of course. So he is considered as the father of geometry. And the next one, if you're a movie geek, and of course, if you're a Mission Impossible fan like me, you will know the answer. What is the next movie in the Mission Impossible movie franchise? And the first movie of Mission Impossible came in 1996, and they're still making movies. There's still 2 movies to come. So what is the latest, like the one which is going to release this year? Your 1 second has already started. And 30 seconds has run off. We've got 15 seconds. Right, your time's up. So You guys have passed this question, right, Neil?
Yes.
All right. So if you don't know the answer, the upcoming Mission Impossible movie is called Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. So that's the movie. So Dead Reckoning Part 1 and Dead Reckoning Part 2. So these are the movies which are coming up in Mission Impossible. And the one will be the part 1. That will be releasing in July this year. And the 2024, the second part will be releasing in 2024, next year. So that was the correct answer. Second one. The fourth one. Pyrrhia is a disease of the, like, if you have seen certain ads, you will know this. Like, if I tell what ad, you will know. So you would have heard this name in some ads. Pyrrhia. Oh yes, Ryan has made a guess. Yes. So that means 30 seconds has run off.
He answered.
Wait, do you know the answer, Neil?
It's a disease of the mouth.
But I need something more specific. Yes, it's some part of the mouth, but it's only one part of the mouth. It's something more specific, if we can try. Close. Ryan, you're close. Yes. Please call that answer out, Neil.
He said it's a disease of the gums.
Yes. Gums is the correct answer. So it's because of, like every toothpaste ad you see, they'll be like, if you don't use this toothpaste, they'll be like, you'll get pyrrhia, you'll get this disease, that disease. That's all related to the mouth. So pyrrhia is the disease of the gums. That's the correct answer. And the fifth one. Which city is called White City of Rajasthan?
Is it Kutch?
Can you repeat the answer, Neil?
Is it?
You said Kutch, right?
Well, time is not up here. We can still think about it.
You told an answer first. So I need what is your
told.
answer? What is it? Can you please
I
tell
told
me?
Kutch.
So actually, that's the wrong answer. Ryan, what you told is the correct answer.
White desert.
Yes. What Ryan told is the correct answer. So the first answer which Neil told was, of course, Kutch. So I have to consider Kutch. Kutch is actually not in Rajasthan. It's in Gujarat. So it's nowhere in Rajasthan. So Udaipur is the correct answer. So that's the first wrong answer you guys tell. And I have to take 4,000 points, unfortunately. The sixth one. What is the name of the person that controls a football match? My God, this is such an easy question. Maybe I put this question so that you guys don't complain that all the questions we have attended so far are hard. Yes, Ryan, that's the correct answer. So he has told. Can someone just call that answer out? I need calling out, please. Ryan just.
He said referee.
Yes, referee is the correct answer. But this is such an easy question, and it would be surprising only if you didn't get it correctly. All right, the seventh one. India was elected as the president of General Assembly of the United Nations in 1953. Who occupied this office on behalf of India? There's another way of asking this question, which other people ask it in that way, but both the answers have the same. Both the questions have the same answer. So 1 minute has started for you people. This is a matter of turning your history books around. All of this is contained in your history books, and maybe I think maybe if you roll your either one of your 6th, 8th, or 10th grade history books, you'll be getting this name. So 30 seconds has run.
We pass.
All right. So you guys have passed this question. The answer to this was Vijay Lakshmi Pandit. Maybe if I ask this question to you in the way like, who was the first woman from India or anything? Who was the first person from India itself to be elected as the president of the General Assembly? Yeah, maybe you guys could have guessed. So the correct answer was Vijay Lakshmi Pandit, and you guys passed it. So no points here. You don't lose, you don't gain. So the eighth one, it's a riddle. Okay, we have included riddles in between so that it doesn't go completely boring. What two things can you never eat for breakfast? Yes,
Lunch and dinner.
correct answer once again. So you have completed half of your slot. And the ninth one, this is again a riddle. An elephant in Africa is called Lala. An elephant in Asia is called Lulu. What do you call an elephant in Antarctica?
There are no elephants in Antarctica.
Yeah, that's correct. But that one word, what do you call it if it's in Antarctica? Ryan, somewhere close. It's somewhat close. Not that level, but you should just think a little low, like come down a step. You got 15 seconds with this. And it's a riddle. Think properly. It might be out of the box, but think properly. Alright, your time's run. So you have an answer. Even if you pass or answer, I'm not going to give any points here because this round is all about saving your points. So I hope you guys don't have an answer here, right? So can we pass this question?
Yes, pass.
The answer actually for this was an elephant in Antarctica is called Lost. That was the correct answer. All right.
There could be multiple answers to this question.
Well, yeah, actually. But yeah, the one you told also is correct. But the objective of this round is not gaining points, but to save points. That is it. So the 10th one, the maximum number of covalent bonds formed by nitrogen is. I forgot to mention the word bonds there. Easy question. Yes, Ryan has told the answer. Just a word.
3 bonds.
That's the correct answer once again. Your 11th one. The process of adding impurities to a semiconductor in order to make it conduct electricity is called. This actually comes under the topic called, this comes under the topic of making transistors. Because transistors work on this principle. So there's one term for it. It's a one-word term, which is the correct answer for this. And also, this is very similar to, if you have heard the word taking steroids during the athletic events and all that, there's a term for that. This and that is the same term. 10 more seconds. Time's up. So, what is it? What do you think is the answer for this? I gave a clue also.
Pass.
All right. So you have passed this question. The correct answer is doping. So if you have taken steroids during a game, like before a game, you have to pass something out as a dope test. If you don't, it means they're going to ban you just because you've taken steroids for increased hormonal activity. So that's the same thing over here. Doping is the correct answer. So you passed this question. The 12th one, another riddle. I am the beginning of everything, the end of everywhere. I am the beginning of eternity, the end of time and space. What am I? It's a riddle. Think and answer. See the question properly and make an out of the box thinking. 30 seconds more. I see Thanvi is excited, but still, you can't answer this question, unfortunately. Yes, Ryan has called it out. So, Neil, can you tell me the answer?
He said the letter
Yes, that's the
E.
correct answer. So, the beginning of everything, it's the letter E. The end of everywhere, that is again letter E. The beginning of eternity, that is also letter E. The end of time, that is also letter E. And space, of course, letter E. So, that was the correct answer. And this was a nice riddle, too. And, of course, good thinking as well. Ryan, keep it up. In which continent are the Alps mountain ranges found? Not the country, the continent. So,
Europe.
can you repeat the answer, Neil?
Europe.
Yes, Europe is the correct answer. The 14th one. Which scientist is credited with the discovery of theory of relativity? And this famous equation everyone knows, though they don't know what is the meaning of
By
it.
the way, the Alps are also in Australia.
What?
Alps are also in Australia.
That's the Australian Alps. You know that's a different name.
This is Einstein.
Yes, 14th one. Einstein is the correct answer. E is equal to mc squared. That is the theory of relativity. The 15th one. The members of Lok Sabha hold office for a term of how many years? Very
5
easy.
years.
Done. So that's it. So you just got one wrong answer, and that means you just have, you've got 46,000. That's a huge balance for, playing the rest of your rounds. So good job, Spartans. You just have you just got one wrong answer, and you end up at 46,000 for this round, with which you'll be playing the rest of the game. And now it's turn for the Rising Stars. Are you guys ready? Sanvi and Abhinav, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So the first question is once again a riddle for you people. A bus driver was heading down a street in the city. He went past three stop signs without stopping, went the wrong way down a one-way street, and answered a message on his phone. But the bus driver didn't break any traffic laws. How? Once again, this is something you got to think out of the box. All the riddles we are asking, I think most of them are just out of the box thinking. So your 30 seconds has run off. And if you're telling the answer, please call the answer up. All right. So Tanvi has passed the question. The correct answer was he wasn't driving the bus. He was walking. So that was the correct answer. Well, all the other details which I mentioned in the question, it's all to just trick you guys away from the answer. So you passed this. No point for this. And the second one, Pascal is the unit for which physical quantity? This is such an
Pressure.
easy question. Yes, pressure is the correct answer. The third one, which day is observed as World No Smoking Day? There's a day for everything now. So why not this one? Thirty seconds has run off. All right, so you've passed this question. The correct answer for this question was 31st May. That is when World No Smoking Day is observed. The fourth one, how many faces does a dodecahedron have? If you just get the words dodeca, what is that number? You'll get the answer for this question.
It's 12.
Yes, 12 is the correct answer. Deca means 10 and do means 2. So dodeca, 10 plus 2, 12. That's the correct answer. All right, the fifth one. What car manufacturer had the highest revenue in 2020? It's a company. 30 seconds has run off.
Is it Toyota or something?
Okay, can you repeat the answer?
Is it Toyota or something?
Actually, no. The correct answer is Volkswagen. Volkswagen is the correct answer.
Damn, okay.
All right, the sixth one. I think for people who binge a lot on OTT, TVs, and all that, this should be a pretty easy question. What Netflix show had the most streaming views in 2021? This is pretty easy. Everyone was watching this. Except me, of course, because I don't have Netflix. Right, 30 seconds. Abhinav, can you call that answer out which you've given here?
The Unforgivable.
I'm sorry, Abhinav, that's actually the wrong answer. That's the correct answer is Squid Game. That had the highest number of streaming views in 2021. So you lose another 4,000 here. All right. Your seventh question. Who was the first Indian to win the World Amateur Billiards title? This is pretty hard, I accept. But a little hard questions is what makes all these things a little more fun. Or maybe not, but still. This is how quizzes are set and we are following it. If you don't know the answer, you can just pass. Alright, so you have passed this, and the correct answer to this question was Wilson J. So he was the one who won the first World Amateur Billiards title, the first Indian to do so. This eighth one, and if you know this legend, of course, this is a little easy. Name the Indian chess player who has broken the world record by finishing the game in the first 12 moves. And this can only be one person. Can only be one.
Vishwanath Anand.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Vishwanathan Anand. He is the only one to do it, and you've answered it right. Ninth one. It's a riddle. What is always in front of you but can't be seen?
Air.
Think an answer, Abhinav. You told air, right?
Yeah.
The air is the wrong answer actually. But you know, if you consider air, it's always in front of you. It's actually everywhere. But the specific answer for this question is future, because that is the only thing that is in front of you. Air is always around you. You know, if you consider that in that sense, you know, maybe if I'd ask you what is around you, air might be a correct answer. But just I've specifically asked only what is in front of you, I require the answer as the future. So another 4,000 loss here, unfortunately for you guys. Sorry for that. The 10th one. In what country would you find Mount Kilimanjaro? This is the highest mountain peak in Africa. So I've told you it's an African country now. I've already given you a clue. All right, Tanvi has passed this question. So the country where Mount Kilimanjaro is found is Tanzania. Tanzania is where Mount Kilimanjaro is found. So you've passed this question. The 11th one. Which planet has the most moons?
Jupiter.
You were very close, Tanvi. It's actually not Jupiter, it's Saturn. Saturn is the planet with the most number of moons. So, like, you know, there's a slight difference between Jupiter and Saturn, but it's Saturn where you find the most number of moons. So another 4,000 loss for you guys. The 12th one. It's a riddle again. You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace.
A candle.
Sure, Abhinav?
Yeah.
Yes, candle is the correct answer. Alright.
Wouldn't you like a matchstick first?
Well, actually, you know, if you have fire, yeah, you can. Candle is also correct answer because you know you light the match in the same way as a candle.
Hmm.
So yeah, candle can also be one. So the 13th one. Which country's capital is Seoul?
South Korea.
Yes, that's the correct answer. South Korea. Maybe people get this answer right because South Korean soft power has, of course, we need not say about it. Everyone is a fan of BTS or Blackpink. 14th. To which king belongs the lion capital as Sarnath? Like the four-faced lion.
Ashoka.
Yes, Ashoka is the correct answer. The 15th one, to end your first round, is again a riddle. What is black when it's clean and white when it's dirty? It should be a little easy, but you just have to think a little. 30 seconds have run. Did you pass this question, Tanvi? Okay. Since you passed this question, the correct answer was it's a blackboard. Blackboard or a chalkboard, whatever you call it. Because it's black when it's clean, like it's completely black. And when you write something on it, which is white, it becomes dirty. So that's the correct answer. So at the end of the round, Spartans with just one wrong answer, you end up at 46,000. And the Rising Stars with four wrong answers, which means you've lost 16,000 points, you end up at 34,000 points at the end of this round. So which means you have to play with this much, and the Spartans with 46k. So there's already a 12k gap between both of you, and you have a lot of opportunities now to build up that and come close. All right. So now, as we are done with the first round, we'll be moving on to the second, relationships. So now, as the word suggests, relationship is nothing but we'll be showing you two pictures. For each question, we'll be showing you two pictures, and one simple thing you have to find out is what is the relationship between them. There might be many, so we consider all. Unless if it's valid, but if it's invalid, I won't consider all the things. But whatever is valid between those two relationships, I'll consider that. So there are 5 relationship questions for each team, and as usual, only one person is supposed to answer from a team. And for each correct answer, you will be getting 10,000 points. No negative markings for a wrong answer. All right. So did you guys understand this round? The Spartans and Rising Stars. Did you guys understand?
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are ready, we'll head off. Come on, man. There's no energy here. The first game, Super Giants were having a lot of energy. They were talking in front of me, always. There's no energy over here. Looks like, there's something I have to do, something else for boosting your energy up. Anyways, the first 5 questions will be going to the Rising Stars, okay? So what is the common thing you see over here? The relationship between both. Rising Stars, this is your question.
The Bing and Google.
Yeah. What is the relationship between them? What is common?
Like
Both are web
we
browsers.
search any important things, like if anything you want to know about.
There's one specific term for it. You're correct. So I'll give you 10,000 for that. But there's one specific term for it. It's search engine. So they are search engines. He just elaborated the answer. So I'll be giving points for that. All right. The second one. Think about it. Abhinav, if you don't know the answer, wait. Discuss it with your teammate in the group, and then you can answer. You just don't haste and lose an opportunity for gaining points here.
That's beta and gamma, right?
Yeah. So what is the relationship? What is common between them? Spartans have already told the answer to me. Right. So if you can't answer in 15 seconds, I'll be going on to the next. So there are 2 relations for this. Your 15-second timer starts now. Come on, it's pretty easy. Yeah, your 15-second timer's out. So, what do you want to do? You want to answer or pass? All right. So you guys have passed this question. There are two possible answers for this. One is they are Greek letters, beta and gamma are Greek letters, and also there are radiations. There are beta radiations and gamma radiations. So you could have told that as well. All right. The third one. This is easy, very easy.
Beetroot and garlic.
Yeah. What is the relationship? What is common?
Both are like grown inside under the ground or mud soil.
Uh, can you repeat it, Tanvi? Like just summarize your answer. That was a little too long. Only one word. Like try telling to me in one word. What is the relationship between both? So, you guys pass this question. Or do you want to answer? It's very simple. Don't think a lot about it. Just say what is common between the two.
We use it for cooking.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. So that is also one thing possible. But if you could have told this in one simple term, which is they are vegetables. Beetroot is a vegetable, garlic is a vegetable. You could have just told that. That's the relationship between both. All right. Anyways, they're used for cooking as well. So yeah, that is also a relationship. I can give you 10K for that. The fourth one. If you are a sport fan of a particular sport, I'll not tell you which sport. You will know what is this.
Both are IPL teams.
Yes. Former IPL teams. That was the correct. IPL former. Both are the same. So 10,000 points. These two played in 2016 and 17 and then they were kicked off. So that's it. Your last question. Another easy one.
Ludo and
Board
chess
games.
both are indoor games.
Yes, Tanvi, that's the correct answer. Both games. So that means you've had 4 out of 5 correct answers, and that ends your lot at 74,000 after the second round. So you have done a great job, Rising Stars. Now it's the time for the Spartans to play. Are you ready, Spartans? Neil, Ryan, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. First question. Very, very easy. If you know the first person. Alvin has
Elvin
told
answered.
they are what? Can you repeat it?
WWE superstars.
Yes, WWE or you wrestlers. Both are correct. The 10,000. The second one.
They are part of a geometry box.
Yeah, that is also correct. Well, actually, in the answer key, I had set this up as they're mathematical instruments, but both make sense. Yeah, so I give 10,000 for this as well. Third one. What is the relationship?
They are programs in which you can code,
I think I need a little more specific. A little more specific.
in which you can code Java.
Yes, that's the correct answer. 10,000. And your fourth one. What is the relationship?
They are scientists, inventors.
Yes, scientists. That's the correct answer. The person on the left is Michael Faraday, and the person on the left is Nikola Tesla. So yeah, they're scientists. The last one. This round went very fast with you guys. No, I think
Cash
what? Can you tell me? Neil?
are the cash crops.
Yes, cash crops is the correct answer. So which means you've answered 5 out of 5, and you've earned all the 50K points possible from this round. So that ends up with 96,000 on your side and 74,000 for the Rising Stars, which means the gap has widened from 12,000 to 22,000. So now the game gets even more interesting because we head to round 3, which is called as the lottery. So now what you're supposed to do in the lottery is each team will be given 5 questions. And for each of those questions, it's the opponent team who will be setting the points. For example, now, if the Rising Stars are playing their, if they're supposed to answer 5 set of questions over there, it'll be the Spartans who will be setting the points for those questions. So now, how do you set points? Is that there's a point range. You can sit only from 10,000 to 100,000, and only in 10,000, which means if you sit 10,000, you can sit 20,000, but you can't sit 15,000, 14,000, something less. So you can only sit 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and so on till 100,000. So that's how you're supposed to set. And for at least two of the questions, like for any of the two questions, you're supposed to set 10,000 and 100,000, the lowest and the highest, compulsorily. You should not miss out on that. And also, if you set 10,000 and 100,000 once, which means if you set a particular amount of points for one question, you can't set the same number of points for another question. So for each of the 5 questions, it has to be unique. The number of points must be unique. So did you guys understand this? The Rising Stars and the Spartans. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So as for this round, the first people who will be answering is the Spartans. So which means before I show the 5 questions, Rising Stars, within 2 minutes, you guys are supposed to be sending the points for this, for their 5 questions. All has to be unique. 10,000 and 100,000 must be there for any of the 2 questions. So you've got 2 minutes and your time starts now. Send it to me privately in your WhatsApp group. In the Rising Stars WhatsApp group.
I am not any more longer participant in this rising star thing. The group.
I've added you. I've added you. Check.
Yeah, but the QuizMania 4 team rising stars only, right?
Yeah, I've added you. See, I've added your number in Rising Stars.
Yeah, but this saying you can't send messages to this group because you're no longer participant.
Oops.
If want, I can share my screen.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know, maybe I'll ask Tanvi to send. Okay, you send it personally to me, Abhinav. You send it personally to me. Oh wait, I'll try another thing.
Or should I send like first question these many points like that?
Yeah, you send it to me privately.
Okay.
But only one of you is supposed to send.
Let her send.
Okay, yeah. Tanvi, please send in the Rising Stars group. I've got to tell, this is it's a game-changing round. It's a very risky round. So the main thing, the danger in this round is that if you tell the correct answer, you'll be getting so many points. Suppose if it's 10,000 for that question, and if you answer right, you'll be getting 10,000. But if you tell it wrong, if it's a wrong answer, you'll be losing everything. So if it's 100,000 and you tell it wrong, it's a huge loss for you.
Oh, we need to give a question also to them.
No. Questions, I have the questions. You just have to set the points.
Okay.
So I've got points for 3 questions. Yeah, one last question. Tanvi, you haven't said 10,000 for a question. All right, so I've got the points here. Are the Spartans ready to play? The Spartans.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So here's your first question. Guess this nation.
Are there negative points for our answer?
Yes, and it's the same thing. Like whatever points you're supposed to be getting for this, you'll be losing the same. Actually, good thinking, Neil. Very good thinking. I thought I especially put this question to trick you guys, but yeah, very good thinking. Think. And of course, you can't take a lot of time for this as well. So you have to be quick. All right, a 30-second timer for you guys for answering this question. Twenty more seconds. No, I think Ryan has told something. Last 10 seconds for answering this. All right. So do you guys have an answer, Spartans? The time's up. So I think.
No, we don't have an answer.
All right. So it's a pass question, which means you won't be getting the point set for this. The correct answer for this question is New Zealand. New Zealand is the correct answer for this question because Australia, they have white stars all around. And New Zealand have red stars. So that's the difference between New Zealand and Australia. Australia have white stars, New Zealand have red stars. Oh, Neil, I'm sorry. This is New Zealand flag has always been like this. You got tricked. So that is what I got to say. So this was a 10,000 point question. So the lowest, which means you got saved actually, even if you told the wrong answer. Your second question, name the largest moon of Jupiter. Looks like Neil has forgotten this. This moon is actually bigger than Mercury. I gotta tell this. And it's also told that, like, there is life possible on this moon. I feel you guys have taken a lot of time now, so 30 seconds, timer. There's a lot of hilarious chatting going on between you. Actually, I'm loving this chat between you guys, Spartans. You got 10 seconds for answering this question.
You answer Titan.
You sure?
Yes.
That's the wrong answer. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn, not Jupiter. Titan is the largest moon of Saturn. So you made a mistake here. The largest moon of Jupiter is called Ganymede. Unfortunately, the bad news for you guys is this was an 80,000 point question, and you're going to be losing 80,000 points. So you've lost 80,000 points, unfortunately. But I gotta tell that conversation which you guys had it was pretty amazing. The third one, in which year of First World War Germany declared war on Russia and France?
$1939.
Oops. Neil, I'm talking about the First World War. What you told was the Second World War. That's the wrong answer. This was a 50,000 point question, and you're losing 50,000
Wasn't
points.
that between Austria-Hungary and this one?
I'm just asking about the time when Russia declared war on France. Germany declared war on Russia and France. First, yeah, what you told is correct. Austria-Hungary and Serbia, Sarajevo crisis. That was when the First World War started. That was because of the First World War started. But I'm asking, in which year after the World War started, when did Germany declare war on Russia and France? That too happened, and that was in 1914. And I think maybe you had to just read
If
the question
it's World
properly.
War One, then I know.
Yeah, it was World
I
War One,
think
not World War Two. So you got confused there. So you lost 50,000 points. So don't give your hope up because you've got two more rounds after this. The last round was when the competition came down to the wire. Because the previous game between the Super Giants and the Hurricanes, the after this round, the Hurricanes were at minus 2,000 and Super Giants were at 1,62,000. But after the end of the game, the Super Giants they came down to 22,000. They lost so many points, and the Hurricanes ended up at 18,000. So it was just 4,000 points. So don't lose your hope. You have a lot of questions left. Your fourth one. Name this plant.
pitcher plant.
Yes, pitcher plant is the correct answer. And good news is this was a 100K question. So you're going to be getting 100K for this. Congratulations, Spartans. And your last question. Who is leading the points table of the IPL 2023 currently? Very easy for IPL watchers.
CSK.
Correct answer. So that was a 70,000 point question. 70K for this. So you've done a great job now. So it's now the time for the Rising Stars and the Spartans to send their points now. You got 2 minutes for it. Ryan's getting furious now. Well, actually, that happens. Even I make that mistake, even in my exams and all that. And then, but then, yeah, the next exam I don't do it. But that's something which happens with everyone. Are you? Is this the final? Okay, yeah. You still got time. You got 1 more minute. Very interesting point set. So, is this a lock? Neil, whatever you said, is that a lock?
No, we're still discussing.
All right, you got 20 seconds.
What are the points currently?
I'll tell it after the round. I can't tell it before.
This is just the points. How do we cheat in this? How do you expect us to cheat in this?
Bro, this is what you can't cheat. If I find you cheating, I'm going to be deducting 1 point from your point table.
If we can't cheat, why can't you tell us the points?
Well, actually, that would be considered unfair because if I tell you the points, then you might do some gameplay with it. I can't tell you the
Okay.
points. That's got to be unfair. So is that the lock? Whatever you sent. Are you okay with those points?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So the Rising Stars, are you guys ready? Yes. All right. So your first question: what is the name of this app? look at the logo and answer. So yeah, advising you guys to think before you answer this. Okay. And people like me who are into editing and all that stuff, of course, will know this. Even I use the software. So you got a 30-second timer, and you have to answer it before this. The rising stars. Tanvi or Abhinav, but think an answer. Because you don't know what's the point, what's the number of points behind this question. So Tanvi, do you pass? All right. So you have passed this question, and if you had answered this, you would have got 100k points. It was a 100k question. The answer for this question is DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is the correct answer for this. So this is a video editing software which I too use, but still, it's a very complex software, so I haven't learned it yet. But it's a very powerful software, and you can do brilliant color grading in this. So it's a very good software. So that was the correct answer. And the second one, what is the largest tree-borne fruit? Like, this is the largest fruit that grows on trees.
Jackfruit, right?
Yes, jackfruit is the correct answer. And this was a 10,000 point question, so you'll be getting 10,000 for this. The third one, who discovered Australia?
East shit for you, James Cook.
You sure?
Isn't it James Cook?
It's not James Cook. It's a
It's
20,000.
not?
It's not. So it's a 20,000 point question, so you lose 20,000 points here. The correct answer was William Jansson. He's the correct answer. I mean, that is the correct answer, not he. Sorry. All right.
Christopher Columbus.
That's America. Christopher Columbus is America, not Australia.
Oh.
All right. The fourth one. Name the largest island in the world. It's a very easy question. The rising stars.
Greenland, right?
Yes, Greenland. And this was a 90,000 point question. So you have earned 90,000 points here. Good job. And your last question. Which festival is shown in the picture?
Is it Durga Puja?
Yes, Abhinav, that's the correct answer. So you get 30,000 points in the end. That's Durga Puja, which was shown. And this was a pretty good round. I gotta tell you, you guys did a great job, both of you. So that means the Spartans, hadn't you guys, just answered that 80,000 question properly. Like if you had just told it correctly, you would have been the leader of this round. But just because you answered it wrong, the Spartans, you have 136,000 points. You earn 40,000 points from this round, and you end up there. And the Rising Stars, you have earned a hefty amount of points from this round, and you end up at 184,000, which means from nowhere, you guys have found a 48,000 lead. Great job. The Spartans, don't worry, because the final round, you don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, the fourth round, another game-changing round, is I choose for you. So what do you mean by I choose for you is, there are 10 questions for each team. Okay, listen to me carefully because it might be hard to understand. There are 10 questions for each team. And the team which answers, suppose now, the Spartans, you are given your 10 questions. You have to choose 5 questions. You only have to choose 5 questions, out of which you're supposed to answer. So out of 10, you can choose any. Like, if you want to answer 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, you can just choose those 5. In return, the Rising Stars, they'll be choosing 5 questions of their choice for you guys. Suppose you chose, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what you chose. The Rising Stars, they say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, I'm using the same example in all matches now. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what the Rising Stars set for you guys, the Spartans. And the Spartans, you guys chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, these people will be sending it to me secretly. So you guys won't know what these people will have said. So now you'll be getting points only for 3, 4, and 5 because that was the one you guys said in common. So you'll be, in this round, summarizing, you'll be getting points only for those questions which are in common to both of the 5 which you guys told. So if you told, for example, if the Spartans told 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the Rising Stars told 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the Spartans would get points only if they answer 3, 4, and 5 right. There are no negative markings for a wrong answer here, but the correct choices over here will make a difference for the point difference you guys are having. So there's a max of 50,000 points which you can earn from this round. No negative markings. That's a very big plus. But you got to make a perfect gameplay. I will not be showing you the questions first. You have to be sending your choice of questions, both the teams for both the set of questions, and only then I'll be moving on. All right. So did you guys understand? Or should I explain it again? Oh, all right. Tanvi said yes. All right. So Ryan, it's nothing but you are having 10 questions. All right. You're the Spartans. You're having 10 questions, out of which you're supposed to answer 5. It's your choice. Okay. I give that choice to you to answer 5 questions. So out of 10, you suppose you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Your opponent, the Rising Stars, secretly they would be sending to me that these people, you people should be answering 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So now, what happens is that even if you answer all the 5 correctly, you will be getting points only for 3, 4, and 5 because that was the 3 questions which the Rising Stars had told for you. The one which matches both of your lot. So you'll be getting points only for those questions which you tell as well as your opponent tell in those 5 questions. So, did you guys understand?
So no negative markings.
No negative markings.
Okay.
So, did you guys understand? Spartans. All right. It looks like it is. So, the people who would be answering first for this round is, of course, who else? The Rising Stars. So, which means Rising Stars in your group, you would be sending me. What questions are you guys going to be answering? You're supposed to be sending this only in the group. There are only in your group, the Rising Stars group. Okay.
What? So we need to make a question, or you will give the question?
No, I have the questions. I'll be giving you. You just have to choose. The Spartans, you send your 5 set of questions which you feel the Rising Star should answer.
Can we see the questions? No, right?
What?
We can't see the questions, right?
You can't. That'd be unfair then. So you got 2 minutes.
Where are the questions?
I won't be showing the questions. You discuss with your teammate and just tell me the question number out of 10. 1 to 10, just tell me 5 question numbers. All right. The Rising Stars have told. What about the Spartans? Yeah, done. So are you guys ready to answer? So which the Rising Stars have chosen 3, 7, 8, 1, and 10. So are you guys ready? Are you ready, Tanvi? Yeah. So 1 is the number you've chosen first. So your first question, Eritrea, which became the 182nd member of the UN in 1993, is in the continent of. Which continent does Eritrea belong to? Simple. Forget about the 182nd member of the UN and all that.
Did we say the third question also?
Yes, you have said 1, 3, 7, 8, and 10.
Oh, okay.
It's Africa, right?
Yes, Africa is the correct answer. I won't be telling if you got points or not. I would only be telling it in the end. Okay. Your third question. Joule is the unit of. You chose this question. I'm asking you. Joule is the unit of.
Energy.
Yeah,
Yes,
energy.
energy is the correct answer. All right. Your 7th question. Kathak, Nautanki, Jora, and Kajri are the important dances of which state? You have
Is
an
it
answer?
is it Uttar Pradesh?
Yes, Uttar Pradesh is the correct answer. All right, the eighth one. How many sides are there in a nonagon? Very similar question I've asked from before.
It's 9.
Yes, 9 is the correct answer. And your last question, the 10th one. Normally, the Commonwealth Games are held at intervals of how many years? This is pretty easy question. There's nothing much to do here. It's a common span.
4 years.
Yes, 4 years is the correct answer. So now the questions in common. Now you guys chose 3, 7, 8, 1, and 10. You guys answered all your 5. So the Spartans, they chose 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So which means there are 3 questions in common, and you get 30,000 points in this round. Congratulations, Rising Stars. And now you guys have to send 5 questions for the Spartans, and the Spartans you guys have to choose 5 in 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is what you got. Your time starts now.
Pranav,
Yeah,
may I go to washroom and come?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Time's running out for both of you. Rising Stars, you're supposed to send a set of 5 questions. Time's running out. 30 more seconds. The Rising Stars, I'm waiting for your 5. Right. So I've gotten the list from both the teams, and the Spartans, you guys told you'll be answering 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9, right? Yeah, so we'll be heading off there. Second one. Philology is the science of. Think about it. Philology. Looks like you're taking a lot of time. 1 more minute for you guys.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, fine.
Should I pass this question, or are you guys willing to answer it? The Spartans. You only got 10 more seconds. Alright, time's up. You guys want to pass or answer? Oh, guys, tell me something. Neil, Ryan, come on. Tell me something. Do you want to answer or do you want to pass?
There's no negative marking, right?
No negative marking. There's absolutely no negative marking. The time has run out, so I think I have to pass this question.
Yeah, pass.
Alright, you passed this question. The correct answer was it's the science of language. Philology is the science of language. Fourth one. Study of life in outer space is known as. Basically, study of aliens. Yeah, if there are aliens or not. Extraterrestrial life.
Elvin answer.
Are you sure, Alvin? I got confused with your thing. Sorry, Ryan. Well, actually, can you call that answer or Neil? That's the correct answer.
He said astrobiology.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Your seventh one. The air we inhale is a mixture of gases. Which gas in the mixture is highest in percentage?
Nitrogen.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Your eighth one. What is the SI unit of magnetic field? Yes, Neil. What you told is correct. Just tell it to me.
Tesla.
Yes, Tesla is the correct answer. And your last one. Rabindranath Tagore received Nobel Prize in 1913 in the field of? In which field? Ryan told it. Yes.
Literature.
Yes, that's the correct answer. So you guys answered the common questions were you guys told 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9. And the Rising Stars told 2, 5, 7, 8, and 1, which means 2, 7, and 8 were common. You guys didn't answer 2, and you answered 7 and 8 correct. So which means you'll be getting 20,000 points here. And after the end of this round, the Rising Stars, you guys have ended up at 2,14,000. And the Spartans, you guys have ended up at 1,56,000. So all this could change now. You know, it could turn upside down. So because the coming round is random flash. So what is random flash? I will be just flashing 10 questions to you. I'll be giving only 10 seconds for each question. Okay. So you have to raise your hand. It's common. So you have to raise your hand. Whoever raises your hand first will get to answer. So that's how it works. And then if you tell the correct answer, you'll be getting 20,000 points. If you tell the wrong answer, you'll be losing 20,000 points. If you pass the question, then also you'll be losing 20,000 points. And if the question is unattended by both the teams, again you'll be losing 20,000 points. So it's a very, very tricky round. So I hope you guys play out these 10 questions properly because it's a test of fire. You know, whatever you have done till now, you know, all this round will just make it disappear. So you guys ready? Wait, see here, Ryan. What I'm telling is, yeah. Suppose now, like, yeah, here, the trial round which you said, yeah. Now suppose take your set of 10 questions. Now I'm suppose this was your 10 set of common questions, and I ask the first question. You got to raise your hand first, okay? So if you raise your hand and you tell the correct answer, you will get 20,000 points, okay? If you lose, if you tell the wrong answer, you'll be losing 20,000 points. If you pass, again you'll be losing 20,000 points. And if you don't answer this question at all, again you'll be losing 20,000 points. Understood? This is the only trial I can give. I can't give more because we are running out of time now.
Yes.
All right. If you guys are ready, can we go with the first question? I need an answer.
Yeah, let's start.
All right. The first question. Name this actor. 10, 9, 8.
I know.
Yes, Tanvi. You raise your hand first. You gotta raise your hand, Neil. Yes, Tanvi, please.
That guy is Tom. Wait, I forgot the name.
Tom, and then, if you don't tell the correct answer, I'll be cutting 20,000.
Tom Cruise.
Yes, Tom Cruise is the correct answer. All right, your second question. In which year was Microsoft founded? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Ryan has raised his hand. Can you answer? Spartans, you guys, one of your teammates has raised the hand. Can you answer? If you don't, I'll be considering this as a pass. Yes, Ryan has told the correct answer. Neil just called it out.
He said 1975.
Yes, that's the correct answer. You'll be getting points here. All right. Name the monument. The third question. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's an unattended one. So both will be losing 20,000. The correct answer to this question was Stonehenge in England. That is the name of the monument. The fourth one. Who was the president of the US who signed the treaty along with Stalin and Churchill to form the UN? Yes, Ryan has already raised his hand. Call the answer out, someone. The Spartans. Who was the president of US who signed the treaty along with Stalin and Churchill to form the UN? You got to answer fast. Also, I'll pass this question and deduct 20,000.
Everyone said George Washington.
George Washington is the wrong answer, of course. He was when US was granted independence. That was when he was the president. So which means this UN was formed in 1945. That happened in 1700s, like the close of the 18th century. So of course, George Washington is not the correct answer. It's Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt is the correct answer. So you've told the wrong answer, and I have to deduct 20,000 points. The fifth one. Find the odd one out. Banana, tomato, onion, and apple. Yes, Tanvi.
Onion. It's a vegetable.
Onion. Can you repeat it? Can you repeat it? Tell me the reason. Tell me the answer and the reason.
It's a vegetable.
Yes, that's the correct answer.
Tomato is also a fruit, not only vegetable.
Yes, actually, tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. Okay, so you'll be getting points for this 20,000. All right, find out the word. Hint is a software. Use the pictures and make a word. It might be tricky. 10, 9, 8.
Solar tower.
I'm sorry, Abhinav, that's the wrong answer. There's no such software actually. The correct answer was PowerPoint because the first one, it shows power, electricity, and the second one, it points. It was pointing, so it's PowerPoint. So you lose 20,000 here, Rising Stars. Your seventh one. In which year did World War II begin? Yes, Neil.
1939.
Yes, that's the correct answer. You'll be getting 20,000. Eighth one. Unscramble. The hint is a fruit. 10, 9. Yes, Ryan has raised his hand first. The Spartans, you guys need to answer. Yes.
He said jackfruit.
Yes, that's the correct answer. So you'll be getting 20,000 again. The ninth question. What is the chemical name of cane sugar? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, Neil, can you please answer?
Is it soup? No. Is it this double
Dinosaur.
sucrose?
Yes, that's the correct answer. And your final question: who was the world champion for Formula One in 2021 and 2022? 10, 9, 8, 7. Yes, Tanvi.
Max Verstappen.
Yes, Max Verstappen. That's the correct answer. So that means here we are at the end of match 2. But for all your the string of scores you guys got, I have to tabulate it, which means we'll be taking a quick 30-second break. After which I'll be telling the scores. All right, your scores are done. So who do you think won this game? You guys have done a really good job, and it was a very good game. I gotta tell. Spartans, you guys spotted out till the end. I appreciate that, and also the Rising Stars. You guys also did a very good job. So finally, who do you think won? I'm having the Rising Stars tell Spartans. I'm having the Spartans tell Rising Stars. All right, it's time for the announcement now. So the Spartans, you guys told 4 correct answers and 2 wrong answers. That includes passes as well. So which means your tally ends up at 1,96,000. And the Rising Stars, you guys told 3 correct answers and lost 2, which means you guys have ended up at 2,34,000. So congratulations, Rising Stars, you're the winner of this game. The only place where the Spartans, I feel they lost the game was the 80,000 point question. If you got that question properly, had you got that question properly, you guys would have won this game. It's the same thing. The same thing happened with the Hurricanes in the morning.